Why do you fly? So why do you leave so much? Why, you think you'd want to work.
This morning, President Trump is not at work. Instead, he's enjoying his 17-day break from Washington. But Congress is definitely off the clock after nearly canceling their vacation to try to salvage the health care legislation. They decided to scrap that plan and take August off, too, despite failing to pass any major legislation. Joining me now, Republican Senator from Wisconsin, Ron Johnson. Senator, thanks so much for joining us. You know President Trump tweeted that you and your fellow, not you specifically, but Republican senators are totally quitters if you don't repeal and replace Obamacare. He's also tweeted that he wants the Republican Senate to vote on nothing else until it makes good on the health care promise. Is this a good idea to vote again on this bill that has already collapsed?
Good morning, Jake. Well, the bottom line is Obamacare markets are collapsing across the nation. Insurers are deciding to pull out of the market. So from my standpoint, we do need to stabilize those markets, and the issue is not going away. I continue to have discussions with governors and House members and other senators in terms of what is the path moving forward. So this issue isn't going away in terms of exactly, what the order of legislation. I really do think we probably ought to turn our attention to the debt ceiling and funding the government and tax cuts until we can really get all the parties together. And from my standpoint, that really is getting the governors, House members, senators, and the White House on the same page in terms of health care.
The president has been very critical about the fact that you and your Senate colleagues just started a month-long break after wrapping up a governance period that's been called historically unproductive. Obamacare untouched, as you noted. Taxes have not been cut. The border wall remains unbuilt. What do you say to voters, many of them in your own party, who look at the record and think that the Republican Party has failed to deliver?
Well, my preference would have been to stay in session to, grapple with those issues I was talking about. But at the same time, getting back in the state and talking to constituents. On Friday, I traveled with Agriculture Secretary Perdue and had some, really informative discussions with farmers and agriculture interests in the state. So, we're not on vacation. We really are working. And again, I continue discussions on health care as well as taxes.